Elon Musk and DOGE's /burn exercise. Did you see Trump standing next to an electric car, praising its maker, Elon Musk?
Yes, it was quite the spectacle. Musk has invested around $300 million in Trump's campaign, which certainly adds a layer of complexity to their relationship.
And with Tesla protests happening across the country, it's clear that the DOGE initiative is stirring up controversy.
Absolutely. Musk's role as both a government contractor and a presidential confidant raises serious questions about conflicts of interest.
Katie Drummond from Wired mentioned that Musk himself is a giant conflict of interest, considering his companies are regulated by the federal government.
Right, and when you think about SpaceX, Starlink, and Tesla, it's alarming how intertwined they are with government oversight.
It's fascinating how this new power structure is emerging. Drummond said it should be a wake-up call for everyone in the U.S.
Indeed. The tech industry wields immense power, and when it collaborates closely with the federal administration, it reshapes our political landscape.
So, who really runs the country now? Is it Musk or Trump?
It's a complex interplay, but the technology industry is undoubtedly at the forefront, influencing policy and governance.
This is a pivotal moment for understanding the dynamics between tech giants and political power.
Exactly. The combination of technology and politics will shape our future in ways we are just beginning to comprehend.
So, there's been quite a buzz about potential conflicts of interest with someone as wealthy as he is, right?
Absolutely. But wealth can also mean less need to manipulate the system.
Interesting perspective. Who's really in charge of oversight here?
Well, the president is the key figure in that role. He was elected to lead the country.
Got it. And how does today compare to past administrations in terms of government health?
Today, many argue the government is much sicker than it was back in the 90s, with increased bureaucracy and deficits.
That sounds concerning. What about the approach to reforming government now?
It's quite different. The current administration seems to be more aggressive in cutting programs without the lengthy deliberation we saw in the past.
Right, but that could lead to some unintended consequences, right?
Definitely. Some people will be affected negatively, but the question is whether the system needs fixing overall.
That makes sense. But isn't there a risk in just cutting without transparency?
Yes, transparency is crucial. Without it, how can we trust that cuts are justified?
And if the government isn't functioning well, what are the potential consequences?
The stakes are high. Some argue that poorly executed cuts could lead to dire outcomes for citizens.
It's fascinating how the dynamics of power and reform have shifted over the decades.
Indeed, and it seems we're just at the beginning of a significant transformation in federal agencies.